Okay, so the next one we're going to do, again, I'm going to click on my main folder here and make a new folder. And this one is, I'm just going to call it forum_submit. Now, you understand that I'm keeping the actual content of these quite basic because we don't need to do a fancy form for this, right? So I'm done with that, and I'm done with that. Okay. So in the form submit, I'm just going to right click and go to new file, and I will just call it myforum.html, and then I'll open it up. No code in it. Now I'm just going to be dead lazy here. Hopefully you all approve of that. I'm just going to go in and get my document set up for this and copy it. And I'm just going to paste that in there. And the only thing, I'm not particularly interested in the press S to go to the SQA site. And also keypress.js, I don't need that either. But we still need the JQuery library. Alright, so I'm just going to put that in there and forms on that. Now this one isn't, it's not an impressive one to look at, but it's just to let you see that you can make things happen on events. So in the body in this one, we're going to create a wee forum. And it's not a particularly impressive form, I'm just going to put one button in it. And it'll be a submit. Okay, possibly the least impressive form ever designed. Right. Now underneath, what I should really do is make a separate JQuery, JavaScript file for this. I'm just going to keep it in the one document just so you can see that it can be done as well, right? So in this case, in the head of the document, I'm going to put another script tag in. And this time, I want you to understand that this is exactly the same thing, but because I'm only doing it in one page, I'm just going to do it locally. But what you really should do here is make a new JavaScript file the way we did with keypress and put the code in there. And then you can reuse it. Right, so this is a super lazy way of doing it, but also it just lets you see that you can do it this way if you had to. So, in this case, I'm going to try this. This way might not work, but if it doesn't, I'll just fix it. So, I am referencing jQuery, so I start with a $sign, and it'll be forum. So, form is the tag that I'm working with, not submit. Function. Okay. And basically what I'm saying here is that when we click on the submit button in a form, this will happen. So what I'm just going to do is put alert submitted. Now, that's me done with this particular jQuery function. Now, in there to close it off, a normal bracket and a semicolon. Okay. I've got a slight suspicion that this won't work and I'll need to put document ready ahead of it, but we'll see. So I'm just going to click on save, preview, and again it will be, this time it's form submit, my forum. Yeah, I'll make it pop out and see if it works. Okay, so if I press F12 here, oops, I need to take that off. Click submit, nothing's happening. Right, the reason being I need to surround that with a document ready. So when the document becomes ready, it'll do it. So all I need to do here then is put a $sign above there and say document. got ready function. Alright. Now, you'll see here that this on line 17 ends the code in line 12, but line 10 has never been closed off, so I need to close off line 10. And again, it's curly bracket, normal bracket, semicolon. And if I was to move all this up onto one line, you would see it makes sense the way I've closed my brackets. It's just a very strange notation. So I'll save that and try it again. There you go, submitted. So I say it's not the most impressive bit of code you'll ever see, but what is happening in here is, put a wee comment in, this code happens whenever a form is submitted. What you can also do to just to test out what's happening is you can put a wee console log in, right? Now this isn't for the user, this is for you testing things out. And I could just say in the console log we are on line 14. Okay, and that will appear in the console of Chrome. So if I save that and bring up my console, click submit. Oops, got your console up there. Click submit. You'll see there we are on line 14. So it actually tells you whereabouts the code you are at that point. I sometimes use alerts to test my code out, which isn't technically the best way to do it, but that's what the console's for. You can put wee bits of information in the console, and that lets you see if statements are working or if for loops are running, and it means that the end user, doesn't have to worry about it. Whereas that means that you can just leave that in there. It doesn't do any harm. Okay. So that's how you do a submit function with jQuery. It doesn't just need to be forms. You can do it with all sorts of different things. All right.